episode of Ask the Doulas. I am Alyssa Veniclaus, co-owner of Gold Coast Doulas, and today I'm talking to Dr. Erica Armstrong of Root Functional Medicine. Hello, Dr. Erica.
Hello, thank you for having me. Thank you.
So I swear I know you from somewhere, but maybe we'll place it. But my business partner, Kristen, has been talking to you. I want to know a little bit about Root Functional Medicine, and then we will talk about an event that we're going to have together here in our space.
Great.
So
good.
Tell me a little bit about what you do.
So I am a functional medicine doctor. My background was in family medicine for several years before I went through functional medicine training. And Kelsey, our dietitian, and I created a specialty practice in functional medicine, the first of its kind in West Michigan. And we partner up to help patients really get to the root cause of why they're not feeling well. That's kind of the basis of functional medicine, is we look at people in a holistic sense and try to solve problems at the root. And a lot of the time we do need to make nutritional changes, and so it just made perfect sense to partner up with a dietitian to do that.
Yeah, so explain to me what a functional medicine doctor does versus a regular medical doctor. How would you, in very simple terms, explain what functional medicine is?
Sure. I would say there's not a simple explanation other than it's a different model of healthcare entirely. Functional medicine isn't the symptom, one diagnosis, one treatment, typical path that gets rushed through. It really is stepping back, looking at an entire picture since birth and even before birth of a patient, because they're not just a snapshot in time. We look at their genetics, we look at their microbiome, we look at their nutrition and lifestyle, and we really plot everything on something called a functional medicine matrix, and we try to balance imbalances. And then we look at lab testing that's simply just not available in traditional labs to see how the body is actually functioning. And with that information, we can be much more preventative and not only help people stay away from disease, but actually help them feel well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think of it as, how you go to a doctor within one medical system and then you go to another one and you're answering the same questions all the time, but nobody seems to be talking together. Yeah. And functional medicine is like having all of those specialties together, talking to one another. So the heart specialist isn't just looking at your heart. The heart specialist should also be asking about nutrition and diet. It's not just all these segmented pieces.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. In traditional healthcare, we tend to silo things, but yes. If you have a heart issue, it doesn't stop there. There are other things that we need to look at. So it's really putting the big picture together.
Okay. Yeah. So you and Kelsey, she does the dietitian part of it.
Yes.
Okay, we should have her on sometime because I love talking about diet and sleep, since I do sleep consults and food, especially for little ones. So do you see children as well?
We do.
Okay.
Yeah, we can see all ages. And I do a lot of nutrition too, just in functional medicine training. A vast majority of that is nutrition. But Kelsey does help a lot with specific diets and troubleshooting, and she has a lot of nutrition knowledge that she shares with patients too.
Maybe we talk about this event and tell people what it is that you do to help pregnant women and what they can look forward to if they come to this event.
Yeah, so even before pregnancy, you're really optimizing wellness and things like just trying to make sure they're eating balanced, healthy meals is important. And then things to look out for in the postpartum period, where we often sleep deprived and have higher cortisol levels, and how to kind of navigate and troubleshoot those areas, how to plan ahead for that.
Okay. So this event we're having is on March 7th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. and it's going to be here in our office in the Kingsley building. So seating is limited because our office can only hold so many people. So it's $35 per person, and we don't have it up yet, but we're going to create a link. We'll probably post it on Facebook. We can share that on Facebook, and we'll put it on our website too. But anyone could fill out the contact form on our website and ask about that. And we're talking, are we calling it How to Set Yourself Up for Success in the Postpartum Period?
Yes. Okay,
so we're going to talk about good foods that are good while pregnant, what to watch out for, sleep deprivation and cortisol, like you just mentioned, tips for dealing with that, and then how to evaluate adrenals and thyroid, which I know is a common question for a lot of women, pregnant or not.
Yes, we end up seeing a lot of thyroid disease coming after pregnancy for a variety of reasons.
Okay.
So how to test for that and assess it from a functional standpoint.
Okay. And then we have, and you might need to help me with this, talk about some adaptogens in food.
Sure.
What is that?
So adaptogens just means that it helps your body adapt to situations. So certain things like mushrooms or ashwagandha, those are called adaptogens. So if people are having a lot of high cortisol levels, actually eating that food can talk to your genes and tell your genes to turn on or off and produce more or less cortisol. That was a very scientific answer, sorry.
No, I get it. And then the last thing I have on here is some supportive things to do, such as basic ideas that can be forgotten during the postpartum period. What do you mean by that?
So even just remembering to continue your prenatal vitamin, things can get so out of routine with a newborn baby that you forget to do simple things that could help you feel well. We end up seeing a lot of nutritional deficiencies just after giving birth, especially vitamin D, which a lot of vitamin D in general in West Michigan, but if you're breastfeeding, you're more risk for that. And then magnesium deficiency, which many of us are deficient in. So just those two simple vitamins, we can test those levels, and people end up feeling a lot better when we replace those.
Yeah. So who would you say should come to this event? Women who are pregnant, trying to conceive, postpartum, all of the above?
So I think all of the above for sure, yeah, because we're going to talk about a lot of general health tips as well as focusing on the postpartum period.
Okay. So again, the event is called How to Set Yourself Up for Success in the Postpartum Period. But even if you're pregnant, I always tell people to plan ahead.
Right.
So it's good to learn this stuff so that you're not in the midst of all this chaos with a newborn at home and going, oh shoot, if you knew this stuff, then you can plan ahead. And again, that's going to be on March 7th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. So if you're interested and know you can go right now, you can go to our website, goldcoastdoulas.com, and fill out the contact form. Just let us know you're interested in that event. I would still like to know a little bit more about your practice.
Sure.
Where are you located?
We're located downtown Grand Rapids, and we mainly see people in person, but we can also see people virtually throughout the state of Michigan via telemedicine. And some people will drive in for the first visit and then follow up virtually as well. And we have different packages on our website. You can either work with Kelsey in a nutrition package, or with me in functional medicine, or with both of us in what we call the Get to the Root package, and where we work together for at least 3 months and really help get to the root cause of feeling better.
I love that you can do it via, I always say like FaceTime or Skype or something, but you probably have some sort of specific portal, especially for postpartum moms.
Yes, it makes a lot of sense not to have to lug the baby in.
And the last thing you want to do, like you're in your yoga pants, you don't want to have to drive downtown and probably run into somebody that with no makeup on and all that stuff. It's just a lot easier, especially if you have a newborn and toddlers at home.
Yeah, and we
to
can
not have to leave.
Yeah, we can attach all the food plans and wellness plans right to the patient portal. So it
That's
works
really
fine,
convenient.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, if anyone is interested in getting a hold of you, what's the easiest way?
Yes, there's a contact form right on our website, rootfunctionalmedicine.com, and we'd be happy to call you back or answer your question via email. And then we're also on Instagram and Facebook quite regularly, where we post most of our updates, and both of those are Root Functional Medicine.
Okay, and once we get the Facebook event created, we will share that with you so people can find the event on your page as well. And again, it's How to Set Yourself Up for Success in the Postpartum Period, which is going to be March 7th from 6:30 to 8 p.m. here at the Gold Coast Doula's office. Well, thank you, Dr. Erica. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
And tell Kelsey we'll have her on sometime.
Sounds good.
All right, you can always find us at goldcoastdoulas.com. You can listen to our podcasts on iTunes and SoundCloud, and we always transcribe our podcasts into blogs, and you can find those on our website as well. Thanks.